Well, it looks like my prediction of doomsday was averted. I think. That's good. That's good. And it was all about abortion. It's all about that abortion stuff. See, well, that's like the one weakness, I think, that no one has a kryptonite for. So that would be an anti-kryptonite. Wait, I'm confused. Moving on. Biting off more than they can chew. The Republicans had it in the bag. They could have swept into the House and the Senate this coming fall with a possible supermajority, because the Democrats, well, Joe Biden has been royally fucking himself the entire time. But he doesn't realize it because he's got dementia. And he's looking at Playboys. Well, maybe he's more like a hustler man. I bet he's a hustler man. At any rate, they could have decimated everything because, here again, he's got dementia. And he's a Manchurian candidate. So they could have made him sign whatever. He's been a friend to the Republicans his entire career. He is a Republican. People should stop using the words Republican and Democrat. They don't make sense anymore. We're in the middle of a realignment. I don't know what words they should use, but could you imagine how turtly Mitch McConnell would be? He'd be so gleeful, jumping up and down in his shell if they got to ram it back right in the anus of a Capitol Hill, just every single bill, destroying every single social program. Ram it right, just fist it right in the back of Capitol Hill, just all day. Just fisting Capitol Hill with fascist, right-wing decimation plans for all social programs. Making the old demented man in the White House sign them. Just tell him it's for more of his diapers. He needs those. Or maybe Hunty's crack pipe. He needs a new one. Maybe Hunty's got a new job on the board of somewhere else. Just tell him whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. He'll forget in 30 seconds anyway. But they had to go after the abortion thing. No, that's wrong. The reason there's a huge disconnect for so long, because they've been, that the public sentiment has changed. Realignment. Remember, that's the beautiful thing about this country and human beings really in general, is that, well, we rebel. It's in our nature. It's not only in our nature, it's woven into our DNA. As Nietzsche said, and this is way stupider sounding than he made it sound, if you gave man paradise, he would burn it down out of spite. Because he thinks, or he knows, he can do better, which is wrong. But that's why we all look at the generation coming up behind us and think, oh my God. And that's why they think,
when they look at us, oh my God, they don't want anything to do with us. Devil's advocate. But the same people have been litigating that for decades. A very small, very singularly focused group of people have been funding it and litigating it. And it's almost as if they fell asleep, like Rip Van Winkle at the base of the tree, woke up from his nap, thought it was a couple hours later, only to find it was 30 years. Everything's changed. It's like they took the time to high-five each other, and when they turned around, after they won, after they got what they've always wanted out of the Supreme Court, they turned around and everybody was giving them the stink eye. What are you doing? Fucking puritanical, fundamentalist, backwards, ignorant fucks. You think you can control me or any one of us because you have money? Because you believe in some cartoon man in the sky? Or that there's fire in the ground that you'll go to if you, don't follow your rules? I can guarantee that if you really believed in God and really read the Bible, you would live much differently. You don't believe in heaven. You don't believe in God. The only God you believe in is yourself. And your insecurity runs so deep that you have to control everybody else. They need to go crawl back under that rock. Stay there for another 30 years. Because I'll be damned if I have a daughter and God forbid, God forbid, she's taken advantage of, physically abused, harmed, sexually violated. And she becomes pregnant. If she asks me to, I'll do it myself.